We apologize for having invited you on what I would call a short notice. We are delighted to see you in this room, having responded, though it seemed to be a short notice. I pray for our beloved prophet, peace be upon him. I take this opportunity to welcome all of you for this meeting. My name is Kawa Ismail. I am the head teacher of Buikia Muslim Primary School. It is found just after this fence. It's good that every day I receive visitors who come looking for Buikia Islamic Institute, and I'm always guiding them. I don't know how much the principal will pay me for that, but almost every day. There is a group of people with whom I work. I serve as the chairperson of the head teachers of Muslim institutions in Hoima City, which we started this year with many reasons, but mainly unity. Allow me at this juncture to introduce to you the members with whom I work. Haji Kialsima Ramadan is my vice chairperson. And he's the one hosting us. We are thanking you very much for hosting us. Before you came, somebody made a comment that it should be Buikia Islamic Institute to host us whenever we are meeting like this. That was after he entered here and saw the arrangement. I also work with Haji Mboga Abdallah, the head teacher, Buikia Muslim Secondary School. He has been working as our mobilizer in our group, together with our treasurer, Hajat Mariam Muanga, the deputy head teacher, Buikia Muslim Secondary School. Mr. Barungi Abdulatif, the head teacher, Hoima Town Mosque, works as our secretary. And we have two members, Mr. Bagonza Hassan, head teacher, Buikia Quran Primary School. He has been around, I think he has reached somewhere. And then Mr. Matov Saidi, the head teacher, Maka Education Center. The nature of today's meeting, we want to remove that question mark from our minds. We are meeting as Muslim teachers, and Sheikh Ramadan Kialsima has already mentioned it, that we are uniting for the child, the Muslim child, who will be the future Muslim adult. So why should we meet and unite as Muslim teachers? We are trying to broaden the unity that has come up by converging the 6 schools. When we united, we saw that it was not enough to unite as 6 schools in the city, but it would be better to unite as Greater Hoima and as Bunyoro at large. So when we unite as Hoima City, it means Masindi municipality will unite. Kiriandongo will unite, Kikube will unite, and everywhere within the region. So we come up with the total unity in the region. But why should we unite? Number one, we need to know one another as Muslim teachers. And by knowing one another, we shall be able to do what we call a network and also help one another in the challenges that exist. Secondly, we need to know what is expected of us. For example, as a Muslim teacher, regardless of where you serve, some of us are in Catholic staunch institutions, Anglican institutions, while others are in Muslim institutions, others are in Islamic institutions. Regardless of where you serve, you need to know that you represent Islam there. You are there as a representative of Islam. What you do there, you are the mirror of Islam. In many cases, we have seen teachers who are in non-Muslim institutions not dressing according to the Islamic norms, simply because they are influenced by the majority non-Muslims they stay with. But we have seen situations where learners have converted to Islam because of what they see. At which a Muslim there, primary school, there is a boy called Edward. He decided to convert to Islam. Then we told him, "Is your father aware?" The boy said, he does not miss swala and he does not miss lessons. I don't know what would happen if at that school the Muslim teachers were not dressing according to Islam. What would happen to that boy if the Muslim teachers in that school were not praying, or if they were going behind without water? We don't know what would happen. But he saw what the teachers were doing and he admired. So he decided to convert. The mother is very tough on him, but the boy insists. Even when we were giving out zakah, we considered him. So it is originating from what the teachers do in the institution to encourage other people to join. So we represent Islam on our stations. Then secondly, we need to know as Muslim teachers that we are supposed to learn more. We have taken years crying with the word Abahalim. The school is crying that there is no sheikh to teach Islam. And the people who are crying are Muslims. Teachers are crying that there is no sheikh to teach Islam at school. If you didn't have Islamic knowledge in January, for example, this year, today we are in July, what have you learned? So there is need to learn. It is never late. We can learn and help our learners to learn their religion. And also to dress well where you stay, we need to dress well. Then lastly, we need to unite as Muslim teachers in order to have a floor and a chance to appreciate the good work that is done. I am appreciating Muslim teachers who are working in non-Muslim institutions. We have seen this. I will cite examples. There is a school called Umta Primary School. Even when you look at the signpost, it shows it is staunch Catholic. But in that school, there are Muslim girls who veil. They put on veils. I have seen Muslim girls in Kitara SS veiling. And of recent, I saw a Muslim girl at Hoima Mixed Primary School, which is a Seventh-day Adventist school, also veiling. Where is that one coming from? There must be a connection between a Muslim teacher who is at that school with the parent of the child to upbring that child. If a Muslim child goes to a school which is not Islamic, it doesn't mean that child behaves differently from the norms of Islam. So we need to work hard as Muslim teachers to serve our stations. I conclude by welcoming you once again to this gathering, and it's my prayer that whatever will go on during this meeting benefit our ummah and our country at large regarding Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, the chair, for those words. And I think if you have really you have picked something really good. And as Muslim teachers, we are not only coming to unite, but we are looking at very many things. Nowadays, there's what we are calling networking. Because you may find that you have a friend or a brother and has really qualified very well, but is really missing out some opportunities simply because there is no any connection, there is no any networking there. So as Muslim teachers, we need to support one another. We need to look at our colleagues. We need to look at our brothers that we are working with so that we support and we achieve at the end of the day as Muslim teachers. Allow me also, the guest of honor, recognize some members in the room who have just joined us. Allow me recognize the former DOS at Wikia Secondary School, who is currently serving as a deputy head teacher at Bugambe Secondary School, and that is Mr. Biaruhanga Kasim. You are most welcome, sir. Allow me also recognize the secretary for Dawa, who is again the same time the member of the management of Bunyoro Muslim District, and that is Sheikh Tabazi Ramadan. The guest of honor, we are having the district, and I'm very sure the district Kadhi is aware of our being here because the member of management being present, it categorizes. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allow me also recognize the presence of our senior madam, and that is Madam Farida from Buikia Muslim Primary School. You are most welcome. The guest of honor, we have our head teacher, and it's really very necessary for us to know who is the head teacher at Buikia Quran Primary School, and that is Mr. Bagonza, who is serving there as the head teacher. Sir, you are most welcome. Allow me also recognize the senior teacher of Kiswahili language, and who is serving as a teacher at Nika Senior Secondary School, and that is Sheikh Mauledi. You are most welcome, Sheikh. Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. According to our agenda, allow me take you to the next item. We have so far covered the other items. We are on item 6. We are going to look at the general overview of Umta. Umta, which is Uganda Muslim Teachers Association in Bunyoro, and the responsible people to really take on this, that is Hajat Mariam and Haji Mbuga Abdallah, the senior and the president of the Lions Group. I want to know more about the Lions Group. I'm hearing Lions Group, but I really don't know. I don't know we are getting Lions in Hoima. I will be sure of that, inshallah. When you become a lion, then I'll get to know. Okay, allow me invite Hajat Mariam and Haji Mbuga Abdallah to give us the overview of Uganda Muslim Teachers Association in Bunyoro. Thank you. It's your time, Sheikh.
Yeah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hajat Mariam, somebody said ladies first. I will request we first of all hear what she has, because what she has is what I have, and what I have is what she has, in as far as this is concerned. So I want to invite Hajati Abagambire, and then thereafter I will supplement.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, allow me to also welcome you members for coming for this congregation. I'm called Mwanga Mariam, Deputy Head Teacher, Buikia Muslim Secondary School. We are here. We may not be so comfortable because we are expecting a congregation of over 100 participants. But Alhamdulillah, I have already noticed that we are even more than 100. There is Khalifa Umar. One time he sent a delegation to go for a battle. And then the chief commander requested him to send him more army or more men to come and back up. What he did, he sent another team and told the commander that I have sent you 4,000 army men. When the commander counted, he realized that he had 2,002. Then he said, You've said you've sent me 4,000, but when I count, I'm not getting the number you've mentioned. Then he said, in that delegation, there are 2 men who are equivalent to 1,000 men. Takbir. Therefore, to me, we are more than 100 participants. As far as the objectives for our gathering here are concerned. When that one is said, that means that when we leave this congregation, we people representing the other numbers we are not seeing, let us deliver the message. Let us share, let us implement whatever we shall have discussed. Bunyoro or Hoima, as far as Uganda Muslim Teachers Association is concerned, was in existence, very practical and active. And in this congregation, we have our former chairperson of Umta. He's seated with us, and other members of Umta are here. Kindly, I ask all the former members of Umta, Hoima, to stand up for recognition. Members of Umta, kindly stand up. I thought you had forgotten. I also beg that you don't sit. You come and we stand here, because you are going to tell me whether it is true or false. So please, can you kindly come and we stand here? Because behind the people's minds, they think that Umta is not in existence in Hoima. So with that, let these people come and stand with me. I will be very comfortable. When we were working with these honorable members, a lot was achieved in Hoima. This association was in existence, and I was a treasurer, as far as I recall. Our headquarters were at Wicha Muslim Senior Secondary School. Among the activities that we participated in was to unite other Muslims from other schools. We used to carry on seminars. We would our sister institutions, and we also had a circle of the Muslim teachers. Also, the headquarters were at Wicha Muslim Secondary School. Many people benefited from this circle, but you know, when the wind blows, it does not direct us where it is going. And the events that followed, we are now left with the documents. Then another strong activity that was done by we spearheaded and reorganized Hoima Town Mosque Primary School, a school we supervised for over 7 years. And these very members on that committee. A lot achieved, and some infrastructure was worked on. We are not here to blow our trumpets, but at least to comfort members that Umta was once a vibrant organization, very focused, with strong men and women. And today, in Hoima, and the end result, we shall go to the Bunyoro region. Why are we here? I want my head teacher, the co-presenter, to now begin from here when he organized us to Umta. It's supposed to be here.
Our chief Umta and the team you came with, the chairman Akaikaza Bantu. The only person I will expect to stand here when you know is my deputy, and that is how she has introduced me. Now, our dear chairman, the host, head teacher, Ajiki Alsima, our visitors from the neighboring districts, from Hoima City, our beloved smart students and pupils, my OB, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allow me introduce a few members so you can know who they are, and others have already been introduced by the MC, and others will still be introduced by the MC. Allow me to introduce Teddy Hajat. That is the head teacher of Iman Secondary School, Masindi. She's called the Hajati Teddy. Allow me to inform you that she was among the people who attended our AGM in Kawempe with that name Teddy. So I really felt we need to recognize her presence. Allow me introduce Mariam, teacher, the director of Canaan Junior School from Masindi also. Alaikum salam. The most lucky part I have is that she's my elder sister. I follow her, although I might be fatter than her. Allow me introduce and invite two people to come and join you in front here, because these are supervisors from our mother districts. We have Sheikh Kamawange. I'm sure he's here. Yes, he's a teacher, but he also owns a big office in Masindi Muslim District Council. So he's not only here as a teacher, but he's also supervisors, schools, Masindi. I want to request the MC to receive him and make him comfortable on the high table to sit next to our guests. When they sit there, there is a lot they discuss informally that can be of great value to us. Allow me to introduce to you another very important person. Is here from Bunyoro Muslim District. He was mentioned and introduced by our chairperson, Kamawange. Kusaba naiwe ije weteraniza hali bakama baitukuno such that munyumiem out of that kunyumia, I am very sure we shall not miss out to something of value. As I bring them in front, it means Bunyoro Muslim District Council is represented in this meeting, and Masindi Muslim District is also represented. Those are the people, Madam Guest of Honor, who are going to report when they go back to the district meetings. Ntaho matukabayo abasomesa beteranize, this is what they discussed, and this is what they need us to support them. I really want to welcome you to this very important and fundamental meeting. Madam Chair, allow me to recognize Janati Yemera. That one is very, very important in this meeting. She's the secretary wa nkotukora emirimo wiki yabagambire umutekatandikira wiki ya secondary school. We own the same office. Byenkora kuri, she organizes me. I felt she must really be recognized. Harumuna abandi. Now, Seka Maruf, I wanted to bring you here because you are secretary for Zaka in BMDC, but because you are a teacher here and a teacher at Wikia Secondary School, atiwe ba noterekereza ebiroku mpora mpora. Agatera ine mwangire garukamu nigaga kufa nti agali ya awamu gegalume nyama. Abdulatif, you may think nti wekuli ni wabandize. These are the people who did the initial mobilization to see that that school is there. Ikumanyisa Madam Idi, Umta has got some direct impact in the school. And possibly, if we had maintained, if we had continued, like Hajat was putting, not only town mosque would be having technical, by the time institute is coming to begin, for us would be very far. So we need once again to strengthen Umta in as far as our region is concerned. Hajati yabagambire Umta kimanyisa Uganda Muslim Teachers Association. Within here, Madam Idi, we have teachers who trained at certificate level, diploma level, and degree level. But we even have some who have gone beyond that. We have even sheikhs who are teaching our children in our schools. So when we defined teaching, when we talk of teaching, we felt the sheikhs who are teaching our children are also teachers, and we are invited. More of Umta is going to be discussed to us by our head teacher of Umta in the whole country. That is the executive director. But today, we need to organize ourselves in a very special way. Allow me to recognize Hamza, because as we start organizing our as a region, there are people in different who are doing a lot of work. Even they have been put into offices. Hamza, I want to thank you very much for organizing and mobilizing the team from Masindi. Atwoki, thank you very much. Atwoki done in Masindi. Madam Idi, This is Greater Hoima. Anu kwenda twetegerezeho kurungi no kuhandika tujja kuhandika. Greater Bunyoro is going to be divided into 3 clusters. Cluster number 1, OA, is Greater Hoima. Greater Hoima will have 3 political districts. That is Hoima City, Hoima District Main, and then Chikube. Igija kuba Greater Hoima, Cluster A. We are going to have Cluster B, which will be Greater Masindi. Greater Masindi will have Masindi District, will have Kiriandongo District, will have Bulisa District, forming Cluster B. And then we are going to have T, which will be Greater Kibale. And under Greater Kibale, we shall have Kibale District, Kagadi District, and Kakumiro districts. 3 clusters will be responsible for coming together to form Greater Bunyoro. That's going to be our structure, the administrative structure we are going to follow as we form the region. Now, among the very many things, if you have looked at your programs, we are going to have elections. The elections we are going to have are only going to be for Hoima cluster. And if you have come from Masindi, we are expecting you to be noting what is taking place, such that when you get back to Masindi, we know what we are going to do and how to Ongereho. When we go to Kivale, the same. We're going to have elections. The program tells us that the ED will take us through that process. Tugenda koma abantu 15 from each cluster. We shall have the chairperson, Mkoandik. We shall have vice 1, vice 1, vice 2, vice 3. Now these vices, what is the plural of vice? Huh? We have, so this vice, or these vice, these vice chairpersons, okay. These vice chairpersons, we shall have vice 1 from Hoima City, vice 2 from Hoima District, and vice 3 from Chikube. We shall have the General Secretary, Actuary Twain. We shall have the Treasurer, Actuary Twain. We shall have Publicity Secretaries. Secretaries. Publicity Secretary, there will be 3 also. 1 from City, 1 from Hoima Main, and then 1 from Chikube. We shall have Secretary Women Affairs, that is general. We shall have Secretary Affairs and Da'awa. We shall have Secretary for Sports and Co-Curricular. We shall have Secretary for Environment and Health. We shall have Secretary for Academic Affairs. And lastly, we shall have the coordinator. So every cluster, ija kuba na abantu abo 10 bayinga, Senjov, 10 bayinga, 15. Now, when we get the 15 from cluster A, cluster B, and cluster C put together, we shall form now the region executive. So the region executive will come from these clusters. Now, when we get this regional executive, when that time comes, which is yet to come, hatujja kuikara tukome mu executive yaitu ya region. Now, why are we getting organized? First, mbagambire agali awamu gegalumenyamu. Two, we need to strengthen our body so that we can get consulted by the different education stakeholders. I want to recognize the primary teachers. Tulina kumanya who is where and doing what for how long. Can we understand how we are getting transferred? Can we advise government and the education departments across the region, especially on matters and affairs affecting the Muslim community?
That is Makkah.
This song is dedicated to all the teachers of this nation. We are what we are because of you. Therefore, we take this honor to say thank you. And we are proud of you, our teachers, the role models. Dear teachers, nation is because you are. Because you are. The nation is. The nation is because you are. Because you are. The nation is. The nation is because you are. Because you are. The nation is. The nation is because you are. Because you are. The nation.
That is Maka Education Center, Kaliakire. Matero Mumarabana. Madam has something, the last. Bakola omulimu gwa maani okuniira communication era aho nzibu muno. Ate abahano bagamba bw'ojja enywe. That is Maka Education Center, Kaliawuhire. Gwekyazam Institute batwayiregere enanka anthems nebindi kandi ate osekesa gokkaine. Yes, tusimbule embarasi.
Amina,
Yes, Maka Education Center Kalyabuhire kusikira menu mu mwange kuno sana timanyira kukabaka kibaitu. That is Maka Education Kalyabuhire, isomero iri kusomesa edini y'Obusiramu hamu n'olujungu. So abadamu bakola omulimu gw'amaani okusana ali akalo akayire tekali ya saidi yaitu mwebale muno aba Maka Education Center mubawo obugalo wewe bugalo mubawo obugalo. Bamadamu abakozere omulimu gw'amaani muno behind those people of Maka Education Center. Kandi nkulola nti akayire item egalukawo, it is elections of the what called a teacher called the Greater Bunyoro representatives. Yes, so I would like to appreciate so far Mr. Balungi Latif. You can take over and you take us through the voting and the nitty-gritty of elections. Thank you very much, Mr. Latif. Now the microphone is yours.
Okay, thank you so much for that. I want to really thank Maka Education Center for that entertainment that you have really served us. I want to thank my colleague, the head teacher, Sheikh Saidi Matov, who has joined us, the guest of honor. That school is being headed by Sheikh Saidi Matov, who has just joined us. Sheikh, I will request you really stand for recognition so that the guest of honor gets to know you. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and I would request the head teacher, you join us on the high table. Please join us here. Your seat is really reserved somewhere there. Hajati Mariam, I also want to thank you for this. These are your efforts. I really want to appreciate for the effort. Thank you so much. We have made some amendments, and I beg that you bear with me. We are not going in for elections now. We are going to first have the communication from the guest of honor. And after the communication from the guest of honor, that is the executive director, Umta, Uganda, Kampala. After that, we shall have some reactions from you, the members, before we go in for elections. And after that, it's when we shall go in for elections. It will be the last item, then lunch and departure. And for that case, allow me request the host head teacher to invite the guest of honor, the executive director. I don't have those powers to invite the executive director. Thank you so much.
Thank you, the MC. Members, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, I welcome those who have just joined us. I've been given a small task. As we change the positions, I thank the marker team for appreciating the role of teachers. Teachers, let us clap for them. Sometimes we don't get such a voice, especially from the people we teach. They look at our scores only and the rest. The message was the lawyers, the teachers, the president, the ministers, the prime minister, they all went through the teacher. So Maka, if I had the powers lies with the guest of honor. I don't want to say it again. To invite the guest of honor, give us a word. Assalamu alaikum.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Our dear regional chairperson, Haji Mbuga Abdallah, the host head teacher, Haj Charisi Maramadan, I hope I'm getting the name correctly. Our esteemed sheikhs in the house, heads of institutions in this meeting, deputies, heads of departments, teachers in general, our dear students, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to begin my communication by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gift of life. We thank Him for this meeting. We thank Him for the people of Bunyoro, the Muslim teachers of Bunyoro, and all the work that you've been able to do, the work you are doing for Greater Bunyoro, for the Ummah and the country at large. I did not move alone. I came along with my team, and allow me introduce them to you. One of them is Hajati Musale Amina. Kindly stand up, say salam to the members. Musale Amina is our programs officer in charge of membership, recruitment, engagement, and development. So I hope by the time we leave here, she will be having all the contacts of the members in this building, where they work, and everything to do with the teacher in this building, because that is her role. In case of any question regarding membership, regarding how you want to develop in Umta, she's the person to go to. There's another person I moved along with, Mr. Waswa Hassan. Please stand up and say salam. Hassan is our transport officer. Umta, we do a lot of traveling because most of our work is in the field. In Chibuli is just a small coordinating center where we sit and organize the papers, but the work is here in the field, on the ground. So she's the person in charge of that. Alhamdulillah, we are so happy, we are so grateful for this invitation. We thank you so much for inviting us and for having this engagement. It's a very important engagement for Umta in the Bunyoro history. I even don't know where to begin from because we are so overwhelmed. I want to start this by sharing experience of how I have felt Bunyoro. In a day, I have just slept here. We arrived here yesterday evening, and when we reached here, we went to Bicha Muslim Secondary School. We met some people there. The head teacher received that so well. He toured us around Hoima City, I want to assure you, you are so blessed. You have a reason to thank Allah. Bunyoro, in general, Greater Bunyoro is so blessed in everything. I have seen beautiful town. I have seen nature, the kind. I have seen welcoming people. People of here are so welcoming. We thank you so much for welcoming us. We have enjoyed the hospitality. We were taken to Mika Eco Resort, and I saw another big place in the country. I have never been there before, and I can't imagine that Bunyoro has that big empire in the city. So we have a lot to tour in the Bunyoro region. So today I have learned that people in Kampala are really missing a lot. And I've been wondering why Mr. Mbuga is just keeping silent in Bunyoro, very comfortable, not even wanting to hear what happens in Kampala. So I have now realized what is in Bunyoro. Then I also had the meal of here. Personally, I ate at night, and I really enjoyed Kano. So I have not been here only for this meeting, but we have learned a lot in terms of nature, the life living of people here in Bunyoro, and also the ways how people love each other in Bunyoro. I also got a pet name. They told you I'm a Boki. I still know my name, and when I come here, so that is my name. Even when I go to Kampala, I will tell them. When I was in Bunyoro, when I was in Hoima, I came back with a name. Yes. Now, I want to also put a great honor to thank you so much for coming to Kampala. I saw people who represented Greater Bunyoro who came to this year's convention at Kawempe Muslim Secondary School. You saw what happened in Kawempe. Many people don't know Umta, not until they attend one of its events. But Umta is an umbrella body that unites all Muslim teachers in this country. I found it there. I'm not the founder of this organization, though I'm here to speak on its behalf. This organization is as old as 35 years because this year we were celebrating 34th annual general meeting. That's what we had in Kawempe. Next year we shall have 35th annual general meeting and conference, education conference. So what does that tell you? It shows you that Umta is something that has been here very many years ago. 35 years ago is a very long journey. It has survived so many things, so many challenges, but also we have achieved so much. But we want to use Umta as a vehicle to strengthen our profession, the teaching profession, and especially the Muslim fraternity. If you can recall the history how education came into Uganda, our four founders started the organization, the likes of Haji Kawase. Some of you may be knowing Haji Kawase, the former head teacher of secondary school. The likes of Haji Matov Ibrahim. That one was a very strong pillar when it came to mobilization, and he moved regions to spread the word of education entirely. And I believe he has been in Bunyoro before. That is Haji Matov Ibrahim. We have Haji Nsubuga, doctor, former director, basic and secondary education. Those are the backbones of the Umta that we are in today. So we have, Umta is a national body which has structures. It has structures that spread across the country. So for us, when we are in Kampala, that's not where Umta ends. Umta begins at the top. We have a supervising body, which is the board, which some of you participated in elections. The board that we elected for in this year's convention, a regional executive or the regional council. So what Haji Mbuga was explaining to us, how he wants to organize Greater Bunyoro, is what exactly the Constitution stipulates the regional coordinators or the regions to form committees at regional level. So we have operating into 19 regions, and Greater Bunyoro is one of them. When I talk about Greater Bunyoro, we have 9 districts, and this Bulisa, Hoima, we have Hoima City, Kagadi, Kakumiro, Chibale, Chikube, Chiliandongo, Masindi. So you see, that is a very big scope, it's a very big coverage to be managed by one person. So he has the mandate, he has the responsibility to go down deep on the ground to form those different regional structures to be able to manage the work at regional level. So that's how Umta operates. And when we are there at the top, we also choose regional representatives to represent the members on the board. But these regional representatives are chosen from the 4 traditional regions: the Western, Northern, Central, and Eastern. When we say Western, we don't mean Greater Bunyoro. We mean the traditional Western region, which combines all. Mr. Mbuga, I think when I say regional, Western traditional region, you understand what I mean. So it means you combine all these districts: Ankole, Weya, Toro, Kasese. Yes. So we get one person from all those to represent the different regions at the board. And allow me break the news on this microphone that the board identified Haji Mbuga Abdallah to be the representative of Western region, the entire Great Western region, on the Umta, Uganda Muslim Teachers Association Board. Yes, I also want to congratulate all members of Bunyoro region who nominated Haji Mbuga in his absentia. Were you aware that these people nominated you and elected you? So he wasn't aware, he even didn't even tell him about what happened. It was a tug of war, but Alhamdulillah, yes, when these people nominated you and the election was too tight, but for us, as when we sat as a board, I'm a secretary to the board, but the president and his team thought it wise to have someone to represent Western region, and he picked on Haji Mbuga because of his expertise, his voluntarism. You know, this work is full of voluntary service, and that's what every one of us should know. People don't fight to get these positions. They don't mobilize to acquire positions because there is money. Umta does not pay salaries today. to the coordinators, the regional coordinators, but I want to assure you these people come on board to serve the Ummah, to serve Muslim education, and they are there on a basis of serving humanity, but also on a voluntary basis. So we thank you so much, Haji Mbuga, for your great service in Bunyoro, and also your services being seen out there elsewhere in the country. So now, briefly, that is who Umta is. For us as a secretariat, we are a coordinating center. We organize activities that will benefit the members at the ground, but at national level. Some of the activities that we do organize, some of you have already participated in them. We have our biggest project, the Umta Joint Mock. I hope many of us have heard about it. If we have not done the mocks, at least we have seen the papers somewhere, or we have heard about it, but the Umta mock body is now run the first with a lot of confidence. And if you have not tested it, please do. If you feel money is the problem, we can sit, because today we have started another engagement. I want us to sit as a committee, to sit as a region and negotiate. When you come as a team, we negotiate fair prices, fair costs. How I charge a single school may not be the same as I will charge schools that will come as Greater Bunyoro and they are registered under the region. Of course, there will be negotiation powers, and we'll see how to do what? To reduce on the cost. We want every Muslim school to participate in this exercise, much as our activities only for Muslim schools, and this one I should be very clear. Umta is all embracing. We don't do activities for only Muslims. We don't have activities for only Muslim schools, because we believe education is for us all, and we work together with our sister schools. So when we have these activities like mocks, all schools are invited to participate. We don't chase anybody when it comes to education, because we understood it that education is too big to be left to only us. So we need other people on board to support us and also improve on our education system. That is number one. Umta also does a lot of retooling exercises. When I say retooling, we all went to study. We have bachelors, we have certificates, we have whatever we have, name them, but we still need to refresh our minds. What we have is not enough. Let's yearn for more information, let's yearn for trainings, let's add value to ourselves. As teachers, we should always go for those small courses, the refresher courses, the trainings, the new trends, the ICT lessons. Now we have the new curriculum. We have just completed the struggle of the lower secondary curriculum. And people are still there struggling either way. We have out of the struggle. Now enter in the what? The upper. Our teachers are teaching, but inshallah we should be there. Yes, we had so many trainings on the lower secondary curriculum. Today, as we speak, in Kampala at Kololo Secondary School, we are hosting teachers for curriculum. We hired senior examiners to come in our teachers because UNEP cannot reach all of them. And by the way, they want to use their examiners they train. I don't know how education is going to be improved when knowledge is also limited. So it's like they are limiting teachers to share the knowledge, but as Umta, we try as much as possible to access, bring this one, train them, and by the end of the day, we have so many other teachers who have the skills and knowledge to teach in a class. And I don't know if there are initiatives that are being organized here to train our teachers, but this is a serious matter. Education has really changed. Do use the computer while teaching. We need teachers who are digital with this scenario-based question, answering and what. If you cannot use the digital learning or you cannot apply a computer, I just wonder how we are going to really fit into the system today. So we need to really work up to speed to work on ourselves, and that is the work of Umta. It is our mandate to train you. So when we organize an event, please come. And because Bunyoro is far, we will start to organize regional activities. So the good thing, we are now getting organized again. So these the regional leaders shall be organizing on a timely basis several activities for the Muslim teachers, and whenever we'll be invited to come, we'll always come. If you need any support in terms of facilitators, please, we shall provide. Even primary section is not left behind. We know your curriculum has also changed. You're now on CBC. Last time we were also training teachers on the CBC, competence-based curriculum. And teachers were in a class like students, and they were like, they could not follow what was going on. So it means a lot to do. But these are our teachers that are teaching our learners that are going to compete with other the learners in the entire country. So we have a lot to do as teachers. So we need to be very conscious about that. Now putting that aside, I want to talk about the event, why we are here. Today, I was invited to meet you in this meeting as we open up or we unveil the preparations for the next year's convention and AGM. And we are so happy that you have started early. It is so good that you have started early, and we want to congratulate you for having received this mantle, because many people want to host. It's not a burden or a punishment that Bunyoro was chosen to be the host of next year's convention. There is a criteria that is followed to choose these people, these regions. First of all, Bunyoro is largely dominated by Muslims. Am I right? But surprisingly, we don't see Umta in Bunyoro. And we are saying, if this convention, if this event becomes our cornerstone to open up windows and doors for Umta in Bunyoro, in Greater Bunyoro, we will be so grateful. And Alhamdulillah, the starting is not bad. We have heard that Umta was here before, and we have seen the legends of Umta those days. And I believe they still have that heart of Umta. So we shall work with you. We shall build Umta together. We want to see another headquarter here, the regional headquarter in Greater Bunyoro. That is what's supposed to be, by the way. Only that resources don't allow, at times mobilization fails us, but that's what it should be, to have open up a bank account for as long as the activities you are running do not interfere or are not opposite to the objectives of the organization. That is allowed. We open up circles, empower teachers, let teachers self-develop. We want to see Muslim teachers also grow and become important people. We are tired of lamenting. Teaching, teaching is a bad cause, but teaching has no problem. It is us to make it an enjoyable profession, but it will also begin with us. So I want to encourage you. Umta has a circle. We rebranded a circle. So we are starting to register the members of this circle newly, afresh. So as you push the activities of Greater Bunyoro, please also put it under your agenda to mobilize members to join this circle. There's a lot that we can do when we are together. You can do things, very many alone, but not sustainable. But if we work together, we will move miles and miles. And that is my one advice that I want to leave you with. So when we come back, we want to see a very big union here, and we see how to start investing. There's no problem of having your own Umta school, Greater Bunyoro, operating here. That has no problem. So why Bunyoro? Another event is because we want also give opportunity to Bunyoro to network with other people. Let other people also come and visit you. People will come and have a tour here, have fun here, other than what they have in Kampala. For me, I have already seen, and I wish members could know. Nobody could miss this event, inshallah, next year. And in this event, we give access to opportunities that are available. In the event, like Hajj has said, we don't bring outside service providers because we want the people of the home, the host people to do what? To benefit from this event. So own it as yours. Do whatever you do as your own, and it shouldn't stop there. Even after the conversion, we want to see these roots growing up. The seed that you sow should not really die from the soil. Tuinakudanga, we see fruits, inshallah. So let's be firm. Let's organize ourselves. The starting is not bad. What you saw in Kawempe can also be here, can even be better than what you saw. I believe the people behind you and the zeal that you have shown have started to realize that we might have a very successful and bigger event in Bunyoro. And as Umta, that's what we want. That's what we want. We will mobilize resources, and resources are mobilized within and out. It is all of us, the responsibility is for all of us to mobilize the resources, the people and the resources. We have businessmen here, we have schools, we have companies. We reach out to them. We want to look for money. We will mobilize money to see that our event becomes colorful, inshallah. Because what I want to also tell you that the participation fee that we get from the members is not really enough to to have a colorful event. You know what it is. But we need to work hard to put in a lot of effort and get some more external resources to support our budget to see that we have this event very successful. Lastly, I want to tell you that the people of the board, the Umta board, is so happy about you and for this very engagement, because we had 2 events. Actually, when I was invited, I was meant to be at the upper secondary curriculum workshop, but I said, let me go to Greater Bunyoro, let me go to Hoima, because in Hoima it's something we are starting and they need our support. So our support is not ending. Today we will always give you support. In case you need any support, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you so much for listening to me. We are so humbled once again to be here. Thank you for the hospitality. Thank you for everything for the organization, and we will look forward to come back many times as we are invited for other engagements, inshallah, until when we make it that day, 2027, inshallah. May God bless you. May Allah keep you the energy to do the work at your different stations. May He provide everything that will be required to see that this event becomes a success. And I want to pledge that we will be always available to support you in whatever you will need. Umta, many minds, one heartbeat. I remain Ajiri Namirembe, your Executive Director, Uganda Muslim Teachers Association. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our Executive Director, for your words. We want to really appreciate you. You have really digested it for us very well. We want to appreciate, and I think members in the House, they have really picked the objective, the mission, and the target why this association was really created in Uganda. According to our agenda, we are having an interlude of Matali. I don't know if the Matali team is really ready. If you are not ready, I switch, because we are really getting late. I don't know if we are... Okay. A small one. Hajimbuga, basing on the appointment. I'm seeing him is having some documents here. He's trying to look into the documents or he wants to sign. We really want to congratulate you. And this is how we really see the efforts, and they are really recognizing you. We want to appreciate, and we want to also thank the team from Kampala having our own on board. Let him first have a word for this.
Yes. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. As the Matali people come, I've been given my appointment. It is only awaiting my acceptance. And before I really sign, ati nyomba igenda kumanya nti bintu kandi ati biri biti. But I have this message ED, to the board, and the entire team. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I sincerely thank Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala for this. I sincerely thank the leadership of Umta and the board in particular for identifying me. I'm looking forward to sincerely and honestly to work with Umta leadership and everybody in the association to promote unity, strength of our association, and the welfare of the entire Muslim teachers. I pray to the Almighty Allah to guide me as I start this responsibility. I pray for the team of Hoima City, Greater Hoima, Greater Bunyoro, to support me as we execute this responsibility of coordinating the entire region from Kisoro to Kiriandongo, Kasese, Fort Portal, Mbara. I want to really thank Allah for this responsibility, and I'm ready to serve. Inshallah, I will do my best with this team. Amot Ausi, Amot Kasim, Abok Kubra, and Akiki Mariam, Averi Muikalire Monsonda aho. This is not my appointment. Kindly guide me. I will listen to you as our elders until we see that mulimo gwange nguhikirize kandi ngenda kukora insha Allah. Many hands, one heartbeat. I thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, thank you so much, our own Haji Mboga, for accepting the appointment from the board. The Matali team, we are eagerly waiting for you, and this is your time. I want to see you on stage, then we move.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yeah, this is Bukia Muslim Matali Group. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu tasliman. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu tasliman. Allahu Allahu Allah, Allahu ya khaliquna wa bil Mustafa ya Allah نسألك حتى ترحمنا الله الله يا الله الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى مولانا الله 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 يا خالقنا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحمنا الله الله يا الله الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولانا عظيم مقداري يا الله جليل نرباري يا الله قديم غفاري يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا الله الله يا الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولانا حجابه النور يا الله وفيضه سر يا الله أطلب له الدور يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا الله الله يا الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولانا مدامه هادي يا الله مدامه حذيق يا الله أبو بكر الصديق يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا الله الله يا الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولانا يقول عثماني يا الله عبيدي يرجاني يا الله غفرت ذنباني يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا الله الله يا الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى مولانا يقول عثماني يا عبيدي يرجاني يا الله غفرت ذنباني يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا الله الله يا الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى مولانا الله 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 يا خالقنا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحمنا عظيم مقداره يا الله جليل نرباره يا الله قديم غفاه يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا يقول عثماني يا الله عبيدي يرجاني يا الله غفرت ذنباني يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا مدامه يا الله ميعاده حديق يا الله أبو بكر الصديق يا الله سبحانه يا هو مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولى 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 وبالمصطفى بالمصطفى يا الله مولى وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك ترحم الله 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 يا خالقنا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحمنا الله الله يا الله الله يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولى وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحم مولى وبالمصطفى يا الله ترحمنا الله 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 يا خالق مولانا وبالمصطفى يا الله نسألك حتى ترحمنا. صلى على النبي صلى وسلم وبارك عليه.
Thank you so much. That's Team Matali Buikia Buikia Secondary School. Those are also efforts for our own Haji Mbuga. We want to thank you so much, our head teacher, for this initiative at our school. And according to our program, I think we are having only 2 items remaining, but allow me also recognize one of our member is a deputy head teacher, is from Kikobe district, and that is Mr. Kiza Ali from Kaboya Secondary School. The team from Kikobe, the guest of honor, they have also joined us. So we want to welcome you, and we really feel very good when you participate with us. The next item, we are having reactions, and I'll request okay, there's a good one here. The head teacher, Maka Education Center, they have to donate t-shirts to the Matali group of Buikia Secondary School. We want to really thank you, Sheikh Saidi Matovu, for that. It has been a good observation. We really appreciate. And there we are moving. I think by the time we reach in April, we shall be very, very good. We want to thank you, our own, my brother, Saidi Matov, for this. We have reactions, colleagues, and I think let's have like 3 to 5. I would request we hit the nail on head so that we start with the seniors. Okay.
نعم المعبود والمشكور هو الله والصلاة والسلام على عباده والذين اصطفى وبعد. Our chief guest, who is the executive director Umta, and the entire team that is seated, has been on the entire Western region, hosted the principal of this great institution, sister in Islam. I retired from public service, but still active in public sector. Alhamdulillah. First of all, I want to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the initiators of a dream that is Hoima, Hoima Muslim Teachers Association. Thank you for enjoying this dream. We really appreciate. I happened to attend that meeting from where the dream was hatched, sent there by the Sukkah as a special guest. But out of courtesy, I attended the meeting, and I was there when they were deliberating on Greater Hoima, Umta Greater Hoima. Mr. Chairman, let me say something here straight away. The big question, you know, I was recognized as one of the Umta people founders here. The biggest problem, Mr. Chairperson, as you take over the leadership of the association, is the question of membership. Mr. Chairman, there's no doubt our attendance here talks volume in as far as membership is concerned. Because here, what were invited initially were the secular and theological teachers, which to me, it is obvious that these are teachers ranging from kindergarten, the lowest level, up to tertiary institution. That is understood. And there are those teachers that are in active service. But the question stands that does this include we retired teachers? Does it? Does it include theological teachers? Those that retired, because me, I'm here, I don't know under what status, because I'm not in active service. I'm here because I was part of, I casually attended the meeting that prepared this meeting. But we need to define the membership of the association so that people know. Because now you realize that I'm the only retired teacher here. I mean, public servant, retired. All one person. Yet me, I head the forum for pensioners in Hoima City, by the way. I'm the chairperson, Hoima City Pensioners Forum, House Mugis. Now, because the membership is not defined clearly, people are not here, I'm alone. So I think I know this is a constitutional matter. It must appear in the constitution, but we need to address it properly so that we can know the people and the members that are supposed to be part of this organization. We have people who are du'ats and imams in our mosques. Are they part of this organization? Du'ats, they don't have mosques. The imams in the mosques, but because they also teach, they also attend, they have audience, people that they talk to, and they are Muslims. Are they part of this meeting, Mr. Chairman? We have Muslim board of governors and management community people. Are they also part of this function? Because I remember, Madam Executive Director, you did mention and put it rightly that Umta is inclusive. It includes everybody as long as he's supporting the Ummah, the education of the Muslim child in this country. Now, why do we leave out these people? I'm already now saying, Mr. Chairman, that let us open up. Let us not stick only to the teachers who are in active service. Because we can mobilize the civil servant teachers. They are there. I have a number not less than 70 retired teachers in Hoima City alone. So I want to request that we open up and we make this thing inclusive. Whoever can, because maybe you can invite them as associate members. Because we have people that are well wishers. A man like Haji Bintu Ahmad, Haji Abudu, those are not teachers. But they can associate with this organization and they give us support. So I want to beg that we open up. Let us not stick to only those that are in active service. We open up and widen these things so that we can get support. The attendance is not encouraging. Of course, the other issue was the meeting was abrupt, as we heard from the chair, and the publicity was not done well, possibly, because these invitations were sent on WhatsApp group. How many people on WhatsApp? Others don't have even data. So these are some of the issues that I feel we should address. So let us open up. We don't stick to only teachers that are in. I'm done.
Thank you so much. And I think your point has really been noted down. I think we capture them. We shall give the feedback at once. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Chiemba Hamza Sesimba, a teacher Madina Education Center from Masindi. I have a key concern. Now that we are mentioning about theology teachers, I think there is need for an initiative of Umta creating a situation that it gives capacity building to the theology teachers. We have seen different capacity building workshops for secular, the mathematics, the English, the social studies, but we have never thought of theology. Whereby, if you look into most of our schools, this is a challenge. You find a sheikh is doing contradictory to the rules and regulations in the school. And there is no way that you are bringing up this person at that mature stage except you expose that person. So I think there is a need to also create a platform of exposing them in different aspects, whether skills and the likes. Then number two, I think this being the first preparation meeting for the bigger event, I would propose. I don't know how many members could be here from the different districts, but it was really very important to have at least a member from each district among the ones that are being mentioned in the Western region. So I propose a meeting that is involving at least one member from the different regions to build them. Because you may be here, whereby you go in a certain district and you find that nobody has heard of Umta, irrespective of its way it is boosted. So I think there is need for that. Then maybe lastly, as we bring up those members, I think it is still key as we live here. Those members, for example, in Masindi, we have a group that we came with. Understand there may not be so many schools. As I heard in Hoima, my brother Ismail is a chairperson. I heard very few schools. I heard the Hoima Town Mosque, Buicha, then Maka, and I think there are around 6 schools. But for a city, I think we need to capture widely than the 6 schools. If it is Muslim headship, there is a need to capture widely. Let's think there and there to see that we bring other people. If it is the deputy who is a Muslim in that school, let that school be inclusive. If we have a teacher there, the teacher should be inclusive in that association. In other words, not mentioning about the 6 schools. Because when you go to Masindi, you are going to find Madina, you are going to find Zamzam. He's a head teacher. Zamzam is my colleague and is the counter sheikh Masindi municipality. And then we also have Iman, the head teacher. We also have teacher Mariam, the director Canan. So you may find that we have Uthman there, but there are not so many schools. In other words, as he said, whether we have a teacher there, even if it is sent so and so, there is a need to bring them on board. But I don't know, we need to localize Umta. There is a need to localize Umta. I don't know how, but Umta looks like something executive, yes, we need the executive concern, but we need to localize it for everybody to understand it. There is one teacher I mistakenly put in the platform that we opened. The teacher asked me, what is Umta? I took the burden to explain what Umta is. So in other words, I don't know, our chairperson, you have a burden of localizing, and the downy person understands what Umta is. I don't know, it may be an obligation to everybody, but there is need to strategize and see how we can localize it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The incoming chairperson, not the chairperson because we have not yet installed the chairperson. The coordinator may to localize the Umta. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, MC. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Okay, Executive Director and rest, I'd like to thank you for this initiative. But I want to begin by putting the history correct. That you talked about beginning Umta in Hoima. It's not the case. You are just rejuvenating it. It was once here very vibrant, and even at the national level. In 2000s and beyond, very vibrant, very many actors. I will see, you will bear witness. You would make a delegation to the convention. During the convention, there were very many activities, Quran recitation, quizzes, Bunyoro would be represented, and at one moment, we challenged, isn't it house? We challenged them and got prizes from there. We were earmarked as among the best regions in organizing Umta activities. And this later culminated into awarding us a chance to organize the Umta Ball Games, which was it 2014? Umta Ball Games. And it shook the whole of this Hoima district. So later on, it went on phasing. But at that time, we had very members and very active. So it is on this note. Beginning with the ED, I wish you could go to your records and identify those past activities, how we would participate. Then you begin inquiring what went wrong. Then bring us slowly by slowly. For the coordinator and other incoming members, please, we had members who were very active. They are not dead, they are still alive, much as they are retired. You have said it so. Please get use of them. You'll ask what challenges they encountered and what led to the downfall of those activities in this region. When you do that one, it will be a milestone for your beginning. One of them is Haji Baguma. Do you recall? He's still very active, much as Izemuzei, very active. And at the national level, they knew him. Very active. So if you could involve him. What? You're the coordinator. Involve him. You will get to Haji Baguma Moses. He retired. So, leaving that aside, I want to thank the organizers of this function for today. But I ask myself, we have the Secretary for Education at the district. I was expecting to be represented here because in those days when we are active, the Secretary for Education was at the forefront of mobilizing because he knew all the corners of where Muslim teachers are. I was expecting him here to be seated there. Maybe he may have represented, maybe whatever, but please, if the Secretary for Education was not invited, if it was an oversight, and if he was invited and he's not here, there is need to inquire from his boss, why is this activity not so important? Is it not going to move us some steps? So in subsequent organization, let him be at the forefront. Otherwise, expect him to be knowing all the corners of Muslim teachers and the Muslim activities in this district. leaving that aside, from beginning from our forum, I saw the objectives. And in your talkings, you are talking of the objective of reviving Umta because we have a national convention. May I believe that we are standing on a shaky foundation. Let's not come here for the purpose of organizing the convention. We are rejuvenating Umta activities, whether the convention is here or not here. Muslim teachers need to be organized. We need to move on because of its advantages. So as we come in, please change on the objectives. And we include the original objective, not organize the convention. Second last, we have very many teachers in different corners who need to be reached. As my colleague has said, others do not know what Umta is, because I told you our last activities to be active was in about 2015 there. Then the rest it started. So many new teachers do not know what is. So we need to climb down, members, and reach these individual teachers. Bearing in mind that all of us, our beliefs are not the same. So we need to use the right language, right approach, and call these members on board. I know if we reach them, we may get some positive results. As one has said, we are talking of organizing using the social media. My dear, it is that is a good forum, but within us here. Outside there, many people are still analog. So we need to capture that section, and we do what? We invite all of them so that we may call and have a formidable team which is going to organize for our activities. Thank you for listening.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we are a class of elites. There is an agenda or a program we are running, only that we have diverted from it. I'm very sorry. All we are going to talk about will cling on the program if we're followed. We are very lucky, Madam Edie and the members, that within us, they have appointed a regional coordinator, representative. How I wish we followed the program and we had the cluster leadership within us. They will dig all that for us. All along we had Hoima Muslim Teachers Association, which has been running in the background, but lacking some energy somewhere. The one I'm seated with is our secretary within us, but it has been there in the background. What we are lacking now is leadership. Why the other one died and we are exhuming its remains now is that there is the ED. Now that we have gotten the regional representative, can we have the cluster leadership to exhume the remaining body parts? Otherwise, tujenzire twaragatana, we are as if we are fasting. When we are not fasting, we are supposed to be on lunch according to the program. We are going to discussions when the program is there and we have altered from it. I beg to submit.
Thank you so much for that submission. And for that case, I think let's have the feedback for the that we are raised. After that, we want to really have lunch because lunch is already there. And according to our item, you are very right. We didn't have the reaction, but we saw it necessary to include this so that we get some of this feedback. But we cannot capture all the feedback from you. So let's have this, and then those other issues we shall rest them at a later stage after establishing the leadership structures. Yeah, let me invite the ED to really give it.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank the members who have given us genuine feedback. And we are always open to feedback in whatever form it comes, because that's how we grow, that's how we improve as an association. Our senior, Haj Mugisa, okay. You know why I say Mugisha? Because I'm from the other side. Yes, Haji Mugisa, I would like to thank you so much for that observation. You're talking about defining membership. Defining. Umta has a constitution, and this constitution has everything to do with governance. And in the governance structure, we have the membership, well illustrated, guided, and it has the different categories where membership belong. The members should belong. We have the ordinary membership, that is a teacher. We have an associate members, like you advise, it's already there. So these associate members are people that associate with Umta, with us, those that are not teachers, people from different professions and want to work with us, they want to share interests with us, those come on board as associate members. We have institutional membership. Institutional membership, these are institutions now, say Medina Education Center, Bwicha Muslim Secondary School. These people come on board and subscribe to Umta on a timely basis. And they are in there to support the movements, the operations of this association, genuinely, wholeheartedly, in support of what the organization is doing. And that's why you see us recognizing these schools, those who were in Kawempe. Every year, we recognize the schools that contribute to the association on a timely basis. Because Umta is an association, relies on membership fees, subscriptions, and participation fees. We don't have donations. So if we don't have schools that come to say, we are with you, we want to move with you, however small it is, we appreciate. We will not wait to get millions from schools, because we know we will not have the million from some schools. If Kawempe can give us 5 million, we know there are some schools that want to come and associate with us, but they cannot afford the 5 million. We can accept the little that they have. As little as 100,000 we receive. We have schools that contribute 100,000 per term, and they are consistent. We appreciate them because we know this money has come from them, from the bottom of their hearts, to support the Ummah activities. We want to move these things from an association, mutukolera chi, you know? Some people ask such questions. Let's see Umta as us. Umta is not a building. It is not a structure. Umta are the people that form that association. If you come on board and pay your annual subscription, the 30,000, you're adding support. You're adding something to the work of this association. So whatever that will come back to be seen in the community, it will be all of us contribution. So membership is 10,000 shillings. That is paid once. That is a lifetime payment. Then subscription fee annually is 30,000. So that the person is now becomes a fully subscribing member. And that's a hassle that when members were coming to stand in for positions, and the Constitution stipulated it well that a member has to be a subscribing member at least for 3 consecutive years. So people lost places because of just that 30,000. And this money seems to be small, but when all of us are giving that 30,000, and we are 10,000 members, you don't know how much that money can do to this association. We have organized these events, but we want to have to move to another level, to put an association to another level. We want to start investing. What do we have? Muslim teachers. So we are in a process of constructing a resource center where every teacher should come and sit, enjoy, read, make research. We want to furnish that resource center to see that a teacher is there, comfortable, to benefit and grow our profession as a teacher. So the retired teacher, as a member, as a teacher, you remain a member. The Constitution is also under review. We are reviewing our Constitution, trying to area that missing the area. How do you want us to improve this association in terms of leadership, work, and everything, such that we incorporate it in the new Constitution? So we got the views from the members, and inshallah very soon we shall be compiling a new Constitution. Those views that we have, we shall input them in the Constitution. If there are some other views that you have, you may have us to operate. As far as we are concerned, retired teachers are every person who wants to associate with us. They also can also be members under that category of associate member. Building for theology, I think this is a very important area, and it is something we have taken seriously. We'll see how to put it into our agenda, and the sheikhs and imams so much been into the teachers, but even the sheikhs and the imams are also teachers, our learners. So another question, where they asked, are imams and sheikhs also members of this association? They are. Even the board of governors, even the BASA, whoever is in the school community can become a member of the association. And next year, I want to promise you that we will have a conference for and imams. We will see how to organize that, inshallah. When that time comes, I'll form a committee of people to work with, see how we can push this through, inshallah. I hope those were some of my concerns. I think others are your concerns, Mr. Ambuga. The issue of taking Umta to localizing Umta, I think you're going to handle that, but it is how Umta is supposed to be. Umta is not supposed to operate from up. Umta should be down. And when you look at the structure of Umta, when you elect the chairperson, the regional chairperson, chairperson forms the regional committee like he's forming today, and each district in the region has to be with the district coordinator. So we believe that district coordinator is well conversant with that district in terms of the Muslim schools and teachers within that district. So inshallah, using that strategy, we'll be able to have all our members registered and mobilized, not only stopping at that, but also come on ground to develop them, to help them on other things, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Secretary of Education, BMDC, was even part of the organizing. He even made his contribution this function. He was supposed to be here, but as we speak, he has another program he's coordinating of UNICEF. As we speak now, he's meeting some donors from, I think, Sweden. They're in Kiangwali. That's where he is. But he knows everything that is taking place with us. 2, Hajibaguma and others, we are going to really make use of that team to guide us and advise us. Tinibiebi ati MC.
Thank you so much for that feedback. And I think to our agenda here, we're having elections, and I want us to brainstorm on this. It is an activity that will really take like an hour, but when you try to look at the time right now, 24 minutes past the hour of 3, and we are supposed to have lunch. So I would suggest that we look at proposing names for these positions, because we have the chairperson for Hoima basically, then the vice chairperson. The vice chairperson are not going to have 1 and 2 and 3. No, we are going to have a chairperson, vice chairperson from Hoima district. We shall also have a vice chairperson from Kikube, and again we shall also have a vice chairperson from Hoima city, representing those districts. Then the general secretary, the treasurer, publicity, and that. So I would suggest that we propose names. If we are on position of the chairperson, we propose like 2 names, then we second one, and then we go. But if we say it is ballot, and you may really take much time. That's my suggestion on that. Yes.
Because we want to give this credit to all of us. Now, I don't know, I will propose, and I will propose that we call that is why, those of you who are calculating of that, we are going to one-to-one, maybe not to be so bad. By now, but the number is going to present the.
Okay, thank you so much. That is his take on that. Yes, please, let's have one more.
the number, the people who are here. The posts are more than the people who are here. Meaning that we shall just give somebody that you give the vice person like this. So I think it's something which is still lacking. Now, how the no coordination, I feel, is not going best. You need to go back and mobilize the Muslim movement.
Okay. Okay.
Then maybe at a later date, maybe around August or September, we can again go back here and have the Rio. That's what it is.
Okay, thank you so much for that input. I will really take in your submission, but pushing this to August, it's really very far. And the other thing, there is implication of in us to organize this. Remember, you need to really shortlist some funds to call people again. So I would propose that we are to call off the elections, we should prefer. We call them off, but with every month of July. Okay, let's Haji have something.
Let this be Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let this be my first guidance, maybe as a regional coordinator. The concerns are genuine because within here we have people from Greater Hoima. By show of hands, abarugira mu Greater Hoima, Hoima City and Chikubi. Nibabo. Abarugire Greater Masindi, by show of hands. Nabo baro nibabo. Abarugire Greater Kibale, atabo tibaro. This is my suggestion. Indeed, the time we are having is not enough for the activities we are remaining with. 2, some people are sick in ulcers. Kanda batulete they gave you a clear high, they really increased the enzymes. So my suggestion is at cluster level, let's make sure by 25th of July, tumazirekom executives zaitu 3 clusters. We can say tentatively the chairman of Hoima City, you continue. We have an executive, Hoima. Then Hamza and the team from Masindi, you also go and mobilize the cluster of Greater Masindi with the help of those people who have come today, such that by 25th, we also have the executive of that cluster. I've not seen anyone from Kibale. It is going to be my responsibility, together with the together with the seniors, we get in touch with Kibale and about making sure by 25th of July they have their executive. Hatiniko, on 15th of August, the executives from the 3 clusters zize kuija hamu zihemu regional executive. That is my guidance on the same. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I think we are sorted with that.
How can you have by elections? They are
The guidance ED, as per the constitution, that the team that leaves the cluster to form the region, that's how it is. You cannot be on the regional executive when you are not on the executive from the cluster. So it means for you to qualify to be at the region, you must be on the cluster. Yeah.
Thank you for that clarification. Members in the House, I want to also inform you and the guest of honor that you have been live on YouTube, on Azola TV. The man in front of you has really been covering us live, and we really appreciate you, Azola TV, for that. We are having according to our agenda, we are having the closing remarks from the district Kadhi, Bunyoro, I think has been presented by the Secretary for Dawa. Sheikh, allow me invite you to really have a word for these people as we come to the end of this function. Thank you.
Alhamdulillah. Wa sallallahu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The ED, Umta, Madam Ajiri, the new coordinator, Western Uganda, Umta, and at the same time doubling as the chairperson, Head Teachers Association, Hoima, the head teacher Wikia, at the same time, Haji Mbuk Abdallah, our member of General Assembly, the principal, Bukit Islamic Institute, Haji Chelsea Ramadan, all the Hajis, Bama Hajati, Bama Shekati, Bama Sheikh, and all partners in education. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In front of you is Intabaz Ramadan, Secretary for Dawah BMDC, and I'm here to represent the district Kadhi. Kadhi Hagwiri Haingi, Ali Kampala, for some engagements. Allow me also extend the apologies of the Secretary of Education. Ingeri Haji agambire nti abayina kuba nayitu hand, but he was unable due to other engagements. Fellow teachers, just like we know, teaching is a calling, just like it was stated in the Quran. Ikra, Musomi, Soma, the first revelation. So it's not just that we are teachers from nowhere, but for a strong ummah, education must be strong. Just like we know that education, call it tarbiyah, bamasheka bajatuyambaho, from the word rabba, it's all about nurturing. Tanmiyatul al-insan kamilatan, nurturing, educating, kuongongya intellect y'omwana, enyera bya conduct, nebindi nebindi. So we are just not teachers, but we are kudwatun hasana. Nti batuliraho abana betu kusomesa. In the interest of time, kadha bayantinkire entanda nkoto baitu habwembere roho tinko nangiguru kya maiso nti abantu enjare kubaruma kandi tukerero gye kutandika baitu kadhi amanyiro kubaho kwaitu hanu kandi asimire okwijja kwaitu itwena hantu kuterana nokumanyangana mu bintu byabaira ngambire mbagambire byentajja guru kya maiso. One, asabire as teachers, let us have professional development. Abaina certificates as teachers, likatweyongere ama diploma na degree, and others akuba angambye nti kimusemeza muno okulola nti mu malist government igiye kutulukya halimu nk'abasiraamu. Of recent tukalora Mr. Hood and people were happy. Andi n'abandi. Then too, yangamba mbagambire nti there is a running program ya madrasa tudiniya nti much as we are supposed to have the other professional development, tutanagirize dini yaitu habokuba our learners observe us more than they can hear us. Biba inatusomeraho biba inatusomaho biri bingi na habwekyo leka tunyweze dini yaitu. Madrasa tudiniya ejja kuba hano kandi kantwala omukisa guno kuyijukiza yinywe amaiso ga principal akuba ni waino obujunanizibu obwo nti ejja kutandika kandi twentusaba inywena hano mwije musome insha Allah. Kadhi yangamba nti mbamanyise nti amasomero gatagano g'obusiraamu gainamu mabasaries for the different 9 counties is Bunyoro, or call it Greater Hoima, inti hanu ziroho almost 18, then in Awicha ziriyo, so murabi ya bana banyu bakoleki basome. Kubijaba jaburahabu ensonga yobwire, finally kada tusabire nti tuterekereze nia zaitu, let's teach with sincerity and lead with humility. Let's have continuous learning throughout our lives and seek Allah's pleasure. May Allah bless Umta. May Allah bless Umta Greater Bunyoro. May Allah bless our teachers, our learners, our families, and all our leaders. May He as well grant us beneficial knowledge, righteous actions, sincerity in all what we do. Ilman nafi'a wa amalan mutakabbala. اللهم أرنا حق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم آمنا في أوطاننا وأصلح لنا أئمتنا وولاة أمورنا واجعل هداة مهتدين. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده معصوما ولا تجعل فينا ولا منا شقيا ولا مرحوما. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Okay. Nijikizibano ku nti much as we tuli mbwangu, but to allow me to recognize the members of management. We now Haji, member of General Assembly from BMDC. Tuinao na Haji Mbuga, new secretary wa Haji and Umrah, still have BMDC. Tuinao Sheikh Ma'aruf Kakunguru, secretary Zaka. Tuinao na County Sheikh Kuruga Masindi, County Sheikh Masindi Municipal. Abaimamu nywena mbarozere na Sheikh Muzeyi nayo tukutangirire. Kale abawiri, salamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, thank you so much for the closing remarks. And as we come to the end of this event, I want to once again thank you for really being patient as Muslims always, and for your contributions, your submissions. We really want to appreciate as we push this. And as we go back, please let's mobilize as teachers, and also we mobilize our colleagues so that we have something that is really fruitful at the end of the day. It's time for lunch, and this is the order we are going to have. The delegate from Kampala, serve first. Then after that, we shall have the head teachers and the counter sheikhs and the sheikhs. Then the teachers and then the learners. We shall serve last. We have one member who is with us here. That is Kitara. I don't want to really state it wrong. It is Kitara. Kitara Zamzam. They are basically, I think you come and have a word and you give us a highlight of what you do basically, because I don't want to mention something that I really well. It would really be better. You really, as we are going in for lunch, colleagues, this one should not stop you from assessing and moving to the high table. I want to thank you and I want to wish you this journey back home as we plan to really have the cluster. Thank you. I wish you well.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Kusima abasomesa bona abali hano abegi na nyowe n'abanyakwahire obwire kwija. Alhamdulillah. Tukusima enkurakurana n'okweteera n'okwizire muhoima rundi okweyongeiremu amaani abakuba haji agambire kwikaireho baitu kutainaki kutaina maani nkentandikwa nko wekaba era turn-up tebaire nko maybe for the start it is good baitu gukwija nkunihira omwaka gukwija tujja kuba abasomesa nitweyongeraho obwingi inshallah taala. Nkaba Kitara Zamzam, of course tuba muhijja na umra. Nkomwetera ine bwire bunu tukunira ebintu bingi ebijja kuruga mu kwetera n'okuba nti amaani ganyu mukuba ni mukora ibada eyokusomesa. So ntubamanyisa n'enteekaniza eziro za umra na hijja nti tulina umra ez'okusasula mpola n'omwetera ine bwire bunu kandi haji mbuga niwe akulira hijja na umra ajja kuba naterekereza nsonga ezo n'okuba nti tukujoininga SACCOs ezikututeeraniza kuba ntukole ibada egyo inshallah taala. Biri bingi ebitujja kubaza kasita administration tugiboine tujja kuba ntukolagana naye nkaba Kitara Zamzam tulole ekitulagasa umma na Umta kutwalizaamu. Wajazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, Kitara Zamzam ofisi zabo ziri akazi bw'Islamic